So I just want to get on here and say thanks for that response. And if you have any other words of wisdom in getting rid of that self judgment, I guess I just need to process that.
Well,
But
first, so one thing, if you keep coming back to self-judgment, which happens to be most of most of y'all's favorite thing to do is to judge yourself for
mhm,
the thoughts and feelings that you have and the decisions that you make. Now, what I want to offer is that if you're struggling with that, then keep asking yourself, why is this still here? Why am I choosing to keep it? And not from a place of judging yourself for having the self-judgment, but a place of curiosity. Why is this still here? Why do I keep wanting to have self-judgment?
I don't know, that's a good question. Because I've always been hard on myself, I guess. I feel like I
Okay. So
could be
notice that
better
right
than I
there. Even that thought of I've always been hard on myself, then it's just a pattern. And your brain is now making it part of who you are. Okay. I've always
am.
been hard on myself. Your brain is like, I don't even know that there's a version of me who isn't hard on myself. Well, what if we created a space where she could exist? Then, in those moments when you find yourself having a lot of self judgment, then you can ask yourself, okay, you can recognize, okay, this is just the old me. This is just the patterned part of me that's responding. If there is a version of me that doesn't judge myself so harshly, what might she think right now? How might she feel about me right now? And allow yourself to go to that place where even if you don't believe that you are her or that there's a version of you that is close, if she existed, right? We just create a hypothetical. If she existed, this version of her, this version of me that doesn't have as much self-judgment, if she existed, what might she think? How might she respond to me in this moment?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know that makes sense.
And then start telling yourself a different story. Rather than I've always been hard on myself, it's I used to be hard on myself. And I'm learning how to not be as hard on myself now.
Okay.
I'm learning to offer myself more grace. I'm learning to understand myself more.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.